Hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the Akim that are teaching this word, to the hopeful elect brothers, So yeah, hey man, brothers just out here, just gonna Lord willing, do a video and, prophesy, against this place, pretty much, you know what I mean? So, we were basically, I was saying to the brother, I was saying to the brother, like, pretty much, people's getting more carnal out here, man. The world's getting more, people's getting more carnal, man. Like, okay, brothers got to stay more in the, more time on your, do what you got to do without having to deal with these people as much as you can, man. Because people's getting more carnal, man. You know?
I got a preset for you, bro. And
they are getting more carnal, bro.
That's
Even
right.
In these, like, so-called work environments, and you can see these evil spirits on people that they want to get violent, man. That's where we're at. I'm saying where we're at. Obviously, everywhere in the world's different, but you kind of see these people are getting more demonic with shit, man. Mm-hmm. Anyway, go on ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Yeah, the sword and destruction is drawing nigh, closer to the people of this world we're in, basically. Because, hey man, that's how the Lord, when in the time of Noah, the Lord said all the people of the world the wickedness was great, men's wickedness.
Yep.
So it's like the Lord was angry that he even made man.
Yep.
Remember he said that?
Yeah.
So then he judged the earth, man. So it's coming to that time now. Because what was happening in that time, man, the wickedness became high up there, bro. Like it was getting real sinister. Let's have it like that. It was getting real sinister on the earth, man. And the Lord was seeing that. And he told Noah at that time, man, I'm angry that I even made man. I want to destroy these people. So that's what happened. And Noah got delivered with 8 souls. So it's that time we're in now. It's like the same kind of thing what's happening now, man.
Quick preset for you.
Go on that.
This is Matthew chapter 24 verse 37. "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be."
Yeah, so the days of Noah, what was in the days of Noah? Remember Noah was making that ark for 100+ years, getting cursed out, all kind of scoffed at. And Noah would have seen it. As time's gone on, Noah would have obviously seen, nah, surely the Lord's going to destroy this place soon. Because he would have seen wickedness increasing, just like we have.
Mm-hmm.
Just like this little 10, 15 years we've been around. We've seen the world change, bro. Mm-hmm. So imagine the Lord set you up for 100 years to teach. You'd have seen all kind of things over them 100 years happening. So this is what, even with us, with our mind now, man, you can see this world's getting ready for judgment, man. Everyone just, like, we had all these riots and all that recently. Everyone got yabbed and all these kind of things, but everyone's gone back to sleep and the wickedness has just gone up again. Even more. LGBT agendas pushed even harder.
Mm-hmm.
The metaverse,
The beast.
The beast system mentality is getting, people are getting ready to get that rice grain.
Yeah.
That's where we're nearly at with it.
And the rice grain's being pushed heavy on major news outlets, Fox,
BBC. Yeah. And even the BBC, they had one article recently, and it showed like the pictures we've showed over the years, that skeleton, endoskeleton hand with the rice grain in it. It showed you that recently. Endoskeleton, like Terminator, when you see that metal hand see through, but it showed you the rice grain in it.
It says, "For as in the days that were before."
But the point is, this world's got more wicked, man. You can see it, man. The spirits on these people is becoming more evil, man. People are becoming more evil, bro, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People want to harm you more. It's like even for the brothers, man. For Akim out there, we got to be more like careful who we deal with. All of us, man. Careful who we deal with. Careful who we're around. If it ain't like a brother in the truth that's around you in the circle, you kind of got to be careful of outsiders now, man. Even more so now. Can't be so naive. That we can't be as naive as we once were, basically. Go on that.
It says, "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, into the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came, and took them all away.
Speak on it.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And the coming of the Son of Man is talking about Yahushua, the return of our Lord, the Messiah in the scriptures. Okay? So-called Jesus, his real name is Yahushua, for you to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And as the brother Amon was saying, man, when we're going into this stuff, it's like the same things that were happening in the time of Noah, it's happening now. People were getting, people were doing all manner of wickedness then. And wickedness was being exceeded to a point where the Lord judged it by way of what? Water.
Well, the Lord even said, man, I think the Lord said it repented me that I've made man. The Lord was actually like, why the fuck did I make everyone? You know what I'm saying?
Well, he only saw Noah righteous in the earth, man. He saved him and his 3 sons and their wives.
So So imagine the Most High is like, man, why the fuck did I even make these people? Because he made all of us, right? Plus every other nation, the Lord made everyone. You know? But it's like, you're thinking, why the fuck did everyone doing all this shit? But I'm going to wipe all of them out, man. And then guess what? It's like, the Lord let us come back again, but then he's kind of, it's like now he's saying the same thing. What the fuck? And we're the vessels that have been blessed to see this.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's true though. Look at this place. Like, bro, what we say, everyone bugs out. Like, yo, everyone really in this place should be destroyed because they're not right.
Yeah.
That's like, people think, well, it's like an extremist mentality.
Yeah.
It's an extremist mentality, man. But it's real. Even it shows you that in Superman and all that. Remember that film? The Kal-El Zod. Not Kal-El. What's Kal-El's father's name? Jor-El,
yeah.
You know, Jor-El sent his son down and whatnot. And remember, their planet was about to be destroyed because they reached their time of decadence. But obviously, like, Zod wanted to keep the planet. Basically, he wanted to keep that line going, basically.
Yeah, they were going to terraform the Earth or something?
They wanted to make the Earth like Krypton later. But the time of their planet came to its end, remember? They lived their decadent... Like, it showed you that in the movie. Kind of showed you they kind of lived their high life from the bottom to when they ruled Krypton. Then it had to be brought down. So it had its judgment time. Kind of shows you that. But so that's like... The Lord... It's like this Earth now we're in. Every kingdom has a high rise. Then it gets brought down. I don't know why I was bringing that up in the movie because Zod's the good guy, but I'm just showing you that they got that planet that got destroyed. It showed you that they had their high rise.
Well, you know what? It's spiritual that you're saying that up because that's what the deaths are about. You know, the second death. The scripture about the second death. Well, what was the first one? The first one was the flooding.
The flooding.
The second one is what the Lord's going to take out by fire.
Yeah.
So, and then it's going to be what the scriptures say: a new heavens and a new earth, because there's going to be a new rulership upon the earth. It's going to be the same earth, but it's going to be renewed and replenished and refreshed. And by way of what? By fire. First, the Lord's going to destroy this place. He's going to bring it all down, throw it all down, everything that's been built up, all this iniquity, these idols. And then righteousness is going to be building up on the earth. And we're going to be getting the heathen nations to do it.
Yeah.
Build that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And you know what, bro? Sometimes, man, I'll just... On a personal type of note, man, I'm here, we're doing the video. Sometimes you feel like you're not even in the spirit and shit, man. I feel like that sometimes, man. I'm not even all the way there, but I'm doing the work. But you know, just...
Well, that's the battle. It's the battle that we're going through, man.
But Lord willing, man's doing the work, bro. But sometimes I get like that personally. I'm having them kind of battles. Man, you ain't in the spirit, and I'm dealing with out external shit. But look, but the thing is, look, man, even our forefathers, you think Noah didn't deal with that? Noah had to deal with hells. Even though he was, see, when we read the scriptures, man, you got to like even extrapolate. Like Noah was dealing with shit that ain't even written. But he endured till that time when the Lord started bringing that rain.
Yeah.
So he dealt with scoffers. He saw the world change. He probably saw people was young lads growing up as big men, still scoffing at him. You know what I'm saying? But then his time came where he got his reward.
Yeah, and he had faith.
And he had that faith, man.
Yeah, Hebrews 11 talks about that, man. The faith that he had because before that time there was no rain upon the earth. There was dew, that would come and water the crops and the fields and all that. And the Lord actually opened up the floodgates, man. He brought that rain down.
Yeah.
And Noah had faith in that the Lord was gonna basically bring judgment, man. And he feared. That's why the scriptures say. I'll read it quickly if you don't mind out quickly in Hebrews
Like eating. So what we just read now, they were eating, giving in marriage. You know. Yeah, man, that's happening right now. You can't say that ain't happening.
Yeah.
There's probably brothers right now that someone in their family's invited them to a wedding or something. Well, I know that I know that for a fact. That's happened. Someone close, I know. He just recently went to I know. See, but that's what's going on though. That's the Bible. People's eat, but you've got to be spiritual to know. Okay, even if I'm around these people, I know they're going about to be judged.
Yeah.
You can't get caught up in this world, man. But go on, eh?
This is Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh.
That just made me think of that now. It came to my head like, yo, that just happened just now.
Yeah.
So it just sparked in my brain, bro. Like, oh shit. You know, like, because you're reading it.
Can't.
Even I wasn't.
That's spirit, yeah.
Anybody go, bro.
By faith, Noah being warned. By faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh Shemel Shai of things not seen as yet. Remember, it's not seen as yet. At that point, you didn't get rain.
Yeah.
Things weren't being you ain't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Moved with fear. He moved with fear because why? Because he feared the judgment. Noah didn't want to be caught up in that. The destruction that the Lord's bringing. It's the same thing that we're thinking. You think that we want to be burning in the lake of fire. You think that we want to be burnt to a crisp. That we want to be out there getting done by martial law troops. They're getting thrust through. Being out there, our bodies pining away in a famine. You think that we want to go through that?
Yeah. Hell no.
The scriptures say, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. And we're just talking about a couple things that are going to be happening. This is going to be a time like never before, man. Apparitions, demons, all kinds of things are going to be happening.
Yeah, and it's happening. It's happening now, man. You got to keep your eyes peeled, man. Like to what's happening, man. People are losing it, man. You know. Go ahead, go on.
You know, I was thinking that. You know, I was picturing in my mind as you were saying that.
Yeah.
You know, like you get a dam, and then like
the cracks.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like a dam is about to burst. You see the cracks and the little bits of water coming out. If you can see the cracks, you can see the little bits of sand. The concrete might just start, the rubble might start coming off it.
Yeah.
You might start hearing noises. You start hearing the, metal getting moved around.
Yeah.
Then you know what? The pressure's mounting on, and it's only a matter of time before the pressure blows.
So that's where we're at though, man. With it, that's where we're at with this.
Oh, you know, that reminds me of the scripture. The enemy shall come in like a flood.
And you know how you know we're in that, because look, bro, we're in 222 now. 220 was the riots, George Floyd, and was that 221 or two? That was like 220.
221, I think. Yeah.
So 220 into 221, we had all these riots, and you thought the world was about to end then. But that's the Lord. He's kind of brought it back to, because the new world order has to be fulfilled. But we're really like in the most volatile place right now, because anything can happen right now. In the heat of all that, what was happening, you're thinking it's about to be the end then, but then you got to go by the prophecies. The MOTB weren't out then. They weren't even yabbing people yet at that time. They just started to. But now, everything's in place now. Everyone's yabbed. All they got to do now is some type of major event on the planet, or, you know, anything that they, you know, to just like make everyone line up to get this rice grain now. You know, this is where we're at. We're very close to this, man. Smashing doors down, coming for people in general. The Jacob's trouble, you know what I mean? This isn't the time to like, you know what I was gonna say, like the time to like basically think, ain't nothing happening, basically. You know what I'm trying to say? You got to really be on edge, man.
Yeah.
Because that takes you at the spirit. If you think nothing ain't happening, well, you know what? Well, I don't have to teach then.
Oh, you know what that, bro?
No, nothing ain't happening. Nothing ain't going on.
Yeah. If I may say, bro, that means that you ain't watching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apostle always says,
in reality, everything's happening. Yeah, go ahead. Go on.
Now, Apostle has always been saying that for years. You know, he's been saying like, that's why guys get weak. That's why they get weak in the faith, because you ain't watching, man. You ain't watching and fearing it through the scriptures. You got to be watching for what's going on. It's all well and good. Okay, I know the prophecies, but what's actually going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what's going on, man? Right now, as we speak, you know, Ukrainian people are getting blown up. Russia and Ukraine, they're really like, they're getting it. Now, we know that there's a lot of propaganda, but Russians are in Ukraine.
People in China are in straight up dystopian slavery.
They're in slavery, bro. They've got to use They basically got yabs, and no, they basically got the MOTB.
You got their children being taken away from them, putting in camps. They're getting food shortages. People ain't. You got inflation on a mad one all around the world. Okay, you had it. You had Zimbabwe, Venezuela, different places, America, UK. Over there in Turkey, people can't afford shit, man. I'm watching interviews of people go, because I speak the language. I'm watching interviews, people going up to interview people on the street. We can't afford nothing.
Ain't got jack all.
Everything's gone up in price. Why? Because they got some mad inflation going over there. Now the government are telling you 60%. Man, they're underreporting for what the fuck's really going on.
Yeah.
And this ain't no different here. They're underreporting, man.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's gonna hit everyone.
It's gonna hit, and it's hitting. But it's gonna hit over here in the West. When that dam blows, it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
man.
this is like, remember, the Lord saves the best till last.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the place for the years that's just been mocking everyone else on the planet.
Yeah.
They're poor, look at them and all that.
Yeah.
But guess what? Their fucking reality is gonna be the worst in the major places of our captivity. Is there more on that?
Yeah, and another precept after.
Go on.
It says, "For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him."
Yeah, so you gotta, if you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that faith, he's gonna reward you because you seek him. You gotta put him first, man. Even through our bullshit that you do with personal life stuff, right? Put the Lord first, man. Because you know what? The more you put the Lord first, even in your personal issues, man, he helps you. Mm-hmm. But if you don't put Yahweh Hashem Yahushai first, you know what happens? You get put more in a ditch. You get put. You don't even realize why you're catching all this hell. Mm-hmm. We're already catching hell, but then the Lord can make it where we're even worse. But when you serve him, he kind of, you're there. You're just, you're there. You're catching your hell, but you're there. It's tolerable. But the Lord can put you more in a pit if you don't even think about him.
Hey, you know what's crazy about what you said that out, yeah?
And we know people dealing with situations like that, man. And we've been, brothers, man, that we help get out of them. We pray get out of situations. But we know, man, you ain't putting the Most High first. Man, you got brothers out there that don't even know the 12 tribes, man. You got brothers that don't even know the 12 tribes, but they've been in it for 10 years. They don't even know Judah to Issachar, but you've been in it for 10 years. You don't even know the 12 tribes, man. You ask them, break down, what does Zebulon mean? They don't know it. You got brothers that don't know the 12 tribes, but you've been in this for 10 years, 20, 30 years, whatever. You don't even know the 12 tribes, bro. That ain't a fucking joke, man. You got people in this that been in it that don't know that Judah to Issachar. Yo, tell me what does Benjamin mean? They don't know. Tell me what does Zebulon mean? Dudes don't know. Tell me what does Naphtali mean? They don't know what Naphtali means. But they've been in it for 15 years. Dude's been in it for 8 years, don't know the 12 tribes, bro. Go on that.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
Everyone else, like dudes been in it for 10 years, don't know the 12 tribes, bro. I'm looking at that like you're taking the piss, man. Go on that. I'm sorry, Yak.
Nah, I'm gonna get a precept, bro. I'm gonna get a precept on that point.
What the fuck kind of growth is that?
Precept,
bro? That ain't no growth, man. Go on that.
Hebrews 6:11. "And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end." So we all got to show the same diligence, man. Fighting for that crown, fighting for that penny. And the scriptures say what? Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Don't be slothful, This ain't something you can coast. You can't coast the truth, okay? That might work on Esau at a job, on certain things. You can't coast the truth. You can't play the you can do that to men maybe, but you can't even do that for too long.
This is what happened. But this is what it is. It's like, look, even with the shit, that's what I was saying, that even with the hell you deal with in this world, you still gotta put the Lord in, pray, do what you gotta do to be in this zone, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just neglect the truth. You feel me? Because what happens is the Lord puts you more in a ditch because you're not even thinking about him. Then when you get questioned, you don't even know nothing, man. Kind of shit is that, man? You've been in this for 2 years. You should know, bro. When we first came in, you're soaking shit up like a sponge, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta know. If someone comes up to me and asks me what does Naphtali mean, I should know, man. Naphtali, my wrestling. I mean, that's what it means. You know what I'm saying? Zebulon, all these things, man. Simeon, affliction heard. You gotta know these things, man. You know? Come on, man. You're talking about you've been in this, you don't know what the 12 tribes are and all that. What kind of shit is that, man? Then you know what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. You got Yahweh Shai comes back and then you haven't done nothing. You haven't even put no effort in for him. And then on top of that, dudes be doing shit like that, but they're not even being brotherly. You don't know the 12 tribes, but on top of you don't even know what the 12 tribes and shit be. You're not even being brotherly to Akim. You know, like you might have a brother that's like kind of like, he's cool, like because a brother's good because he's brotherly. You kind of see it in him. Yeah. He might not be the smartest brother, but then, or he knows all the scriptures, but he's just got a passion for the brotherhood. You feel me? But you got cats that just taking the piss, man. But go on, that.
This is...
You don't want to be in that, because when Yahweh Shai comes back, you don't want to just be just stuck there. Well, what was you doing then? And ultimately, yeah, it's of you being of the elect, but then we know that there's, but go on, that. I don't know why we even going there.
No, Spirit. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 15.
It's me. I was saying that because I was thinking about stuff.
I know, Spirit. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Yeah, you speak on it. You speak on it.
You know?
Sorry, bro. You speak on it. Yeah.
Calm, bro. Hey, you don't want to be lukewarm in this truth, man. You know? You get something lukewarm, you spit it out. You don't want lukewarm, man. The Lord ain't dealing with lukewarm. Here it is, yeah? You've been given... you've been called into this. So you've been given the biggest opportunity in creation. Yeah. Basically.
It is that.
You've been given a shot at the title in a sense.
But bro, that's a thing you just said, the biggest opportunity. Bro, if you're of the elect, you know what that means, that you created the world. I know it might seem like people, like even when I think of it, it's like, right, how far-fetched is that? But if I am of the elect, that means I had a hand in making this. You have to have belief in that. It's like, well, hold on. All the brothers that come in and believe, they've actually had a hand in hopefully making this, all of this. So you have to have belief in that. It might be like people will think it's far-fetched to the world, but then what we know is far-fetched. It's strange. But it's like connecting to that, man. Yeah.
Joint heirs with Yahweh.
And that's hopefully the Lord gives us more faith to even more believe more. Have more, you know what I mean? Hey, man.
So go on,
that.
So to be given that opportunity, and then to then, the Lord ain't dealing with guys that turn their hand back on the plow. No. The Lord ain't dealing with that, man. The Lord hates that. Okay. Yeah. You've been given this, and then that's like the scripture says it's worse.
You go back into shit.
It's worse for that guy. Yeah. It's better that he had not known. For you to know this, to be given that, to taste the heavenly gift, and then be like, huh, that's even worse. So you don't want to be. The thing is, it's a tight rope, man. Yeah. Fire on one side, water on another. Yeah. Destruction on both sides. It's a tight rope. It's a straight gate. It's a narrow path. Yep. So that's why we're always on our edge. Look, man, we're not all. We come out and we do these videos. We edify, right? But brothers are constantly going through things.
Yeah, brothers are going through shit, man. Basically. Motherfuckers can't hold your hand, man. You know, like, in this truth, bro, we're growing to be men, bro. Everyone can't just hold each other's hands, bro. Like, it's grow the fuck up. But you know what? It's easier said than done because everyone's dealing with individual battles. But no man can hold your hand, bro. You gotta gird up too, man. Everyone can't just hold your fucking hand and stroke you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Precept.
Go ahead, that.
1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober.
Yeah, gird up the loins of your mind, bro. And you know how you gird the loins of your mind up? You study, man. Keep in tune with what's happening amongst Israel. You got brothers that ain't watched the apostles in months. In months, bro. You got people that ain't watched the pot. They don't know what the fuck's going on in Israel, but they come around every week. Shalom, Mac. Yeah, shalom. Ready to eat chicken and all that. And that what I'm saying to you, why I'm saying this in general, why I'm saying that is because, look, there's brothers on different levels. You got brothers high up, they you know, brothers over. That's the, you know, we keep it what we understand. But then us on a certain tier, you gotta stay in tune with what's happening, man. You got brothers that don't know what the fuck's going on in Israel, man. Don't know any breakdowns, bro. But then they've been in it 10 years. You don't know a fucking breakdown. That shit pisses you off. Fuck you talking about? You know about the end of the world, but then when it comes to anything exciting, you know what I'm saying? Anything that curses at Eve or exciting shit, motherfuckers love that. But you don't know no breakdowns. You don't know. If I asked you what does you know, let me name it, what does Ephraim mean? Dudes don't know. There's brothers that ain't watched the apostles in a hot minute, bro. Like a year, probably more than a year. You ask them, yo, what did Apostle Tahar decree last week or 3 weeks ago? They couldn't tell you. And they're not even in tune at all with what's happening. But whatever, but go ahead. But that's wrong, man. You don't want to be in that spirit, bro. You want to know what's going on. You want to tune in every day, soak some information in, man. But at the end of the day, it's obvious if you're of the elect. You know what I mean? But anyway, go ahead, because I don't want to talk too much. So read as well. You've got to let the Bible, that's me talking too much. Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 16. Yes. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things. Sorry, wrong verse. Verse 17. Yeah. Yea, therefore, beloved, seeing you know these things before, beware lest you also being led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness, but grow in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord.
Exactly. So we're meant. Go ahead.
And Savior Yahushua Mashiach.
You speak on it. You speak on it, bro.
Basically, it's straight up. It's telling you to grow. That the Apostle Peter said is that he was the head of the church. Okay. He was telling you what to grow, man. You got to grow in this knowledge. If you ain't growing, if there's a guy, he's been in it 6 months, he's been in it a year, okay, and he don't know what the hell's going on. He's been in it 3 years, 4 years, and he just ain't. You don't even know.
They're
like,
relying on you.
The basics of Hebrew, you don't know it.
Oh yeah. You don't know how to break down certain not simple nothing, but like breakdowns that you should know. And when I'm saying like relying on you, I'm talking about like man shit. Mm-hmm. They gotta ask you about every fucking detail. Well, how do I do this? How do I put my socks on correctly? How do I put, like, you get me? Mm-hmm. I learned that from when I first came in this faith, bro. Not that I don't ever like ask too much anyway, but I tried not to do that. But then I learned that early because brothers got on me about shit. And then you know what I learned? You know what? Akim got on me, like the elder brother Ramah, he'd show me things. The elders brothers Amawan, Paya, I was around these brothers, so then Paya Allah, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of Ra'azar Allah. I was around Rakar, Elder Rakaya Kwam, Rakama Kapash. I'm around these, so then I'm seeing things. I might get cursed out about shit. So I'm kind of having to pick up stuff quick. Yeah. Now I can't just run to them for everything. I can't complain about everything. Yo, you better start learning yourself. You feel me? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now it's just some like people think it's just some joke. That's how I was. That's me. That's what I kind of see. Like, yo, or I might do something where Ramar kind of gets on me where I'm like, you know what, I don't want to do that again. You feel what I'm trying to say? I've got to learn things for myself. Like, all of that, man. You're not supposed to be in this faith. You can't be in this faith for 10 years or not. No, fuck all, bro. That's taking the piss. And it ain't taking the piss out of you or me. It's us. You're taking liberties with Yahweh Shai, man. He's gonna come back, but you don't know his 12 tribes. Bro, that's no fear. Go on, that.
This is
You gotta have some kind of fear, bro. You know?
This is Proverbs chapter...
Sorry, bro. You speak on it. You break it down. You go into it.
This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. And you know, this is very important. This is why it's important. The scriptures say rebuke, exhort. It says rebuke before all. One thing about growth is, man, you gotta put that pride to the side. And we've all been through it. You're getting blasted. And you're just like, you know, when you first come in, over time, the pride starts to be chipped away at you. And then you start to realize, hold on a second, the Lord's actually doing this to build me up to be better. Because you might look at yourself, you might have done something, you look back at it now and you're like, man, what the fuck was I playing at?
Yeah.
Brothers have got on you at the time or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what the fuck was I playing? You mad at yourself, but you know what? You grow off it. The whole point is growth. But if you're proud now, and you might, but the thing is, you can con it off. Con. But if you don't really take it in, and be like, man, what is that really though? Let me grow off this. Let the inward man be renewed day by day. That's what the scriptures say. You know? So we gotta constantly be on that the journey of growth. You know? And if you're not growing in humility and meekness, the scriptures say, greater thou art, the more I humble thyself, then what the hell? What are you doing?
Remember, the scriptures calls us, like, the Bible says rivers of living water, man. And remember, the scriptures even talk about being stagnant. There's water that can just be stagnant. You ain't moving nowhere, man. You have to try, bro. You can't just be in this and rely on others. And you got to put, if information's put, like apostles, we're learning, well, you study as well, man. You study, bro. You learn information, learn about countries, learn about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I've got to wait for what this brother says. Cause he gives me all the information, I'm gonna wait. No, go and study yourself too. You're learning, but you increase off that, bro. That's life, man. I'm sitting there and then niggas can't even wipe their ass right now. There's dudes that ain't even wiping their, no stupid shit like that. Dudes asking you how the fuck, they're putting themselves in worse predicaments. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not thinking. Dudes ain't thinking. There's people that ain't thinking. You're not even putting yourself in worse predicaments, man. Go on, man. You're putting yourself in the worst predicaments. But you know what? I was talking about this at the beginning. I was saying the world's getting more carnal. And then, you know what? Us as brothers, we can't get more carnal. We've got to get a bit more spiritual than getting more carnal, because now it's fucked up environments out here, man. Now the shit's getting intense, bro. This is the time to mostly be more spiritual, more, you know, making the right choices as best we can and all that.
Or to be carnally minded is death.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You got brothers still bitching about other brothers. That's happening right now, bro. Yeah. I know. You got brothers still bitching about other brothers, man. You disrespecting me, whole shit. And we talk about, man, bro, what the fuck you doing? You're disrespecting me. You know, I can say the same things about you. Go on, man.
The chastening of the Lord, my son.
And I don't care. I'm gonna say that shit because you know why I don't care, bro. I'm gonna say it. You know why I don't care? Because I do care, but I'm gonna say it because it's like, bro, what's going on? Gird the fuck up, man. But then the same people saying shit like that don't know the breakdown of the 12 tribes. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, man. You got problems with Akyam, but you don't even know nothing to do with the scriptures. That's an embarrassment, man. Go on, mate.
My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord.
You go into it too, man.
Neither be weary of his correction. Now I went into that word weary, right? And it says to be grieved, loathe, abhor, feel a loathing or abhorrence or sickening dread. And you don't want to have that approach to getting corrected. You know? You always got to be open to correction and really eat it and meditate on it, because you know what? That's how you're going to be better, man. That's how you're going to grow. By being diligent, by studying, by taking correction. That's how you're going to be a man that's doing more the will of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, in the spirit of Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Yeah, and when something gets directed towards you, directly right in front of you, cursing out, you eat that shit. You know what, man? You eat it, and you mean that sincerely. Hey, man, you know what, man? I fucked up. You mean that shit, not just lip service. Whatever's said, you eat that like God willing, like a man, and gird it up, pray, and keep moving forward, and you improve. Not just stay, little bitch, he cursed me out, then bring it up 2 years later.
Go on, mate.
Proverbs chapter 3 verse 12. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. So if you're getting corrected, you gotta grow in that, man. And look, I'm being corrected because the Lord is dealing and wants me to he's trying to get me to get something, you know. And there's different ways the Lord can get you to do what he needs you to do, you know. You can get the instruction and go do it, or the Lord can have you end up 3 days in the belly of a fish, man. Okay.
Or fucking dead.
Different ways. You know.
Well, how about that? You disrespect so much, the Lord ends up where you just fucking gone. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, man.
The scriptures say, "He that often hardeneth his neck." Let me get that. Let me not butcher it. Let me get it.
Yeah, because that's what's happening, bro. Lord, you know, you don't want to take things seriously mentally and stuff. The Lord, you know. Anyway, man, that was a bit extreme.
This is
a bit extreme.
Proverbs chapter 29 verse 1.
I'm just thinking about things nowadays, bro. Nowadays, the way it is, it's like, bro, it's like we've got to get more in tune with like being more more spiritual, man. Being more in order, because it's the end. Now is not the time where the bitching, complaining, and like, you know what I mean? Little things. I think he's got a problem with me, and nothing ain't even direct. Be more direct up front with each other, shit like that. Holding little, you know, that type of hoe ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be done away with, man. Really, and I sing that for myself too.
Proverbs 29 and 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Now Yahushua said unto his disciples, lest your righteousness basically exceed that of the Pharisees, the wicked Pharisees, then basically he was saying that's why it needs to be. You really need to be like, we can't be, remember, you come out of the world of the old man. We're constantly shedding away at the old man through the Spirit. We can't have old man tendencies. Because the people out here, they're going to get destroyed, man, without remedy. You know, destruction is coming. The brothers, we've been reasoning about how carnal the spirit of carnality is. Why? Because you know what? That's destruction. That's the what you do in carnality. You're gonna get a carnal response. The sword is gonna come for you. The famine is gonna come for you. You're gonna start feeling it, man. And people are losing it. Remember, the scriptures talk about, for the lack of bread, how they're going to be going against their neighbors, man. So it's going to get wild out here. So you know what? We got to gird up in the spirit. Yeah. And the thing is, right now, man, this ain't the time to be. It's never been the time, but this ain't the time, especially where the end, where you getting lukewarm tendencies. You know.
Well, you know what happens when hell comes? A lot of people throw the Bible out the window. I'm saying like what the scripture says. You know, like, we're supposed to be living by the word every day, man. So, like, when shit happens, you got to kind of go more by the word. You can't just bug out. What does the word say? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The word says, the scripture says, the knowledge and wisdom is the stability of our times, man. But people just seem to, you got brothers that goes out the window. They don't want to even, they don't even have that in their head. Because they're too caught up with other things. Whatever they're dealing with externally, that's what's in their forefront of their mind. When really, it should be the other way around. Yeah, I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with in front of me, but the scriptures in my head. Yo, I could be caught up any moment. I could lose everything. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I could be put in a guillotine tomorrow. Them things got to be in your brain, bro. So you're not just tripping when something happens. You know, because when it happens, okay, I expected this because that's in the scriptures. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, bro.
Precept, bro.
Yeah, man. Go on, that.
Second Timothy 2 and 4.
Yeah.
No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Yeah, and how do you please the Lord, man? He chose us to be soldiers, man. How we please him is we do his work, bro. You know what I'm saying? We be brotherly, do the work. You study. You got to know things, man. How you going to please the Lord but you don't know the 12 tribes? That's a piss take. And then when you get questioned about, I don't know. So what are you doing then? What are you doing then? And you got all the time in the world to study. whatever the case may be, you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's like, come on, that's like, you're talking about, you're teaching the Lord's word, but you don't know the 12 tribes. You don't know the breakdown of the 12 tribes. You don't know from Judah on down. You don't know the names of the 12 tribes. You don't know it in now we're not gonna know everything, but there's things you gotta retain. Go on, eh? If you please the Lord, you're not gonna entangle yourself with the affairs of this world, man. You're not gonna be caught up with worldly affairs, man. And that's one of the main issues in this society. You know, really, as time goes on, you know, while we're teaching this truth, we're really supposed to get more like cold to the world. You know, you don't really want nothing to do with it more as much as time goes on.
And hot to the truth. Yeah.
Say that. Speak on it.
Yeah,
Speak on it.
That's the truth. That's a beautiful cold to the world, but flames on for this truth. You know, because that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah.
Our investment is in the kingdom of heaven. It's not in this place. So if you're not invested in something, then why would you be passionate about something? Why would you be giving your all? Why would you be entangled in that thing, all invested into that thing? And the scriptures say you can't serve two masters, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't be, when you're let your eye be single. You got to be focused. You got to be on, when in this truth, it's one track minded. It's just this truth, you know? And everything outside it is just shit that we got to deal with because we're in slavery. We're in the flesh.
It don't matter.
You deal with your family.
As much as yeah.
You pay your bills.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. You do what you got to do. You render unto Caesar what's due unto Caesar.
But even what we're saying, see, even I said you mentioned family and stuff, and I said it don't matter. But that's a skill too. That's an art, man. Giving up on the world is an art as well, man. As time goes on, but it's like you pray for that kind of strength. And you know what? I'm not gonna sit here like I haven't got all my own head all together, but I'm doing my best, man. But what I'm saying is, giving up on the world is an art, bro. I can't just sit here everything, fuck the world. And no, there's certain things I'm attached to, I have to learn to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just but you can tell when a brother's doing that. And then you can tell when someone's got too much attachments where they're not even in tune with the Lord's word. There's differences, man. You can tell, man. You can tell when someone ain't putting no effort in this thing. And then when someone is putting some type of spirit into it.
You know, there was that movie.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here like I'm just all together, bro. But I'm trying though. I'm involved. You feel me? Dudes, you got dudes don't even know the 12 tribes, bro. That's a fucking embarrassment, man. And I told the brother that. And I hope he fixes up. But that's an embarrassment. You don't even know the 12 tribes. If people, you know what I'm saying? And you call yourself, you've been in this for 10 years. You don't know the 12 tribes. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And other people ain't gonna hold your weight for you, man. Because what about if you got to teach on your own? Go on, that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, remember that movie with was it with Chris Tucker? They're out in war, and then he's
dead president.
Yeah, he's trying to talk to him about his girl, and he's like, "Look, man, that shit, oh man, basically he's at war.
Yeah.
If he starts thinking about it, he's gonna be dead. We're in spiritual warfare, man. You know. We don't mean the elites, for example, on the left-hand side, they're thinking about the NWO. They're thinking about how we're going to fulfill our agenda.
And guess what? They're serious.
And they're serious. Micah 2 tells you what? That they work of evil upon their beds, man. When the morning is light, they practice it.
And remember, you got these elite families.
Yeah.
And not every one of, like, let's say, okay, like the Rothschilds. Not every Rothschild is like involved in the top business that the top ones are. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got elite Rothschilds like Evelyn, name me some other ones. David D. Jacob.
Yeah,
Rothschild.
Jacob,
Kate, the daughter, and you got people that are more involved. I think, what's Jacob Rothschild's daughter's name? I think her name's Kate. She's like, I think it's Kate. She's like more involved.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that you've got them that are more involved, and you got ones that they're not on their level. Mm-hmm. They're not involved. They don't involve them in the higher shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm bringing that up for a reason, because I'm like, what I'm saying is, you've got ones that take that shit, what they're doing, more serious. NWO, they're more, this is our, You feel me? They're more locked into it. No, so if you're calling yourself a brother in the faith, you've got to be serious about this.
On the right hand side, locked in.
Because there's a fair few of them New World Order agenda, high level elites. They're locked in. So you have to be then. If you're calling yourself an Israelite in his truth, you know what I'm saying? You've got to be them because they're serious about their shit, bro. They wanna put yabs in your hand.
Yeah.
They wanna rule the world. They wanna take the birthright from you.
And put grains in you.
So how do you combat that? By you being spiritual, you doing your thing on this right hand side. You just said that. It's the same thing, bro. Because remember, them elites, they've got a fair few of them, like the elites. They've got massive families, but not every one of them is on the level of a Evelyn or on the level of a Jacob Rothschild, or you feel me? So it's the same thing with us. It's like, we're out of all Israel, the Lord's woken up a few of us.
Yeah.
How many Israelites do we see every day and they just fucking bug the fuck out, bro?
Yeah. Bugged out, man.
How many Jakes do we see just walking with their heads nowhere, bro? Just in the sky, don't know what the fuck's going on, but the Lord's giving you the truth, but then he's giving you the truth, but then you just neglected it. You don't want to be like that, bro. You want to be more like, yo, I want to be involved. Pray, man. Go on, mate.
Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Yeah.
And what's the armor? This knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. That's our armor. You know? When you read and understand these scriptures, you go through experiences. You're meant to grow, you're meant to learn, and that becomes armor now. Next time you go into a situation, you're prepared, you got armor, you try and get hit, okay, with these wicked darts, but you got armor, you're more protected, you're more solid, you got your defense up. And you know what the scriptures say? It says, endure hardness as a good soldier. When you go into that word endure, it means to make hard. You got to be made harder. Remember, with stones, right? Through the spirit, great millstone.
Yeah.
You got to be hard in this, man. And that hardness.
And the great millstone is a what? Is a grinding mill.
Yeah.
You know, it's a grinding mill.
It works.
Yeah. The mill spins, just grinds.
On its grind. Yep.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. And sorry, bro.
No, go ahead. Go on.
And you know what? What does the scripture say? You got to be built upon the foundation, the rock. Okay. We're built upon what? This knowledge and understanding, Yahweh Shai, man. So we got to grow to be more like our Lord, mark the perfect man. You know? Add some more.
Go on, we'll close up on this, yeah?
Okay.
Go on,
It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness.
So that's what you're battling against, man. So you can't even when we're dealing with the hell you're dealing with, you got to remember what you're dealing with, man. There's probably someone individually praying against you, you know, pinpointing you, and the demons come against you. You know, that's what you're dealing with out here, bro. That's why we would say pray for each other. You know, pray to keep, the Lord's spirit upon you for defense mechanism, man. But when you're not even getting yourself involved in this, you're open to all kind of satanic attacks, man. And then you wonder why hell's coming upon you. You know? Go on, right? Or why your situation's getting worse, shall I say, because we're all gonna be catching hell. But you know what I'm saying? It's like the more you're involved, the more you got more protection, man. But go on, right?
Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore
high places, bro, in this society. This society, the spiritual wickedness comes from where? For example, Esau's spiritual hub is where? The Vatican, but it spreads everywhere. The parts of England, you got some fucking witches here. America, you got Salem, like Sabrina. You know Sabrina, that show?
Teenage Witch, yeah.
That's set in like Salem, Massachusetts, which is like, I believe Massachusetts is like Connecticut and Boston and the East Coast. So you got a lot of witchcraft in them areas. So you got some, and it's funny because our elders teach mainly from out there, Connecticut and stuff like that. So you got some witches in that motherfucker, man. Witches in the areas and that.
Yep.
The pilgrims and that set foot in all the East Coast, they were all, the so-called pilgrims, they were all witches and all that came from England and Europe to the Americas. So what the fuck do you think they do in them lands? They just, you know what I'm saying? So especially when they know that, okay, there's a righteous element in the world now, we have to, you know, they send spirit, they pray against you, man.
Yeah.
There's that type of stuff happening as well.
Yeah. They got their unholy days and they're doing their things. We gotta keep it spiritual and we gotta know what we're doing. Because the right hand is ultimately, the right hand's stronger than the left, man. We gotta be tapping into the right. You don't want to veer off into the left.
Yeah.
This is verse 13.
Go ahead, go on.
Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shemi Shai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand.
You go into it. You speak on that, man.
It says, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. So if you want to be those that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai in the crowning ceremony. That's what we're all fighting for, that penny. We're all fighting for that salvation, man. You know? But you know what the scriptures say, show diligence to make your calling and election sure. If a guy ain't diligent, it's like anything. You're at war, you see a guy, he's messing around, he's got a safety on the gun. Like, you're looking at, was you listening when we were prepping for this?
Yeah.
You don't want that. That's weak. You don't want that around, man. And you know, the thing is, we help each other out. We're constantly exhorting each other, boosting each other. But then what's annoying is when you're helping someone and they don't
don't want to fucking try it.
They don't want to try it. That's annoying, man. You want to see a trial.
There's only so much you can do
someone else is gonna do it, man.
You get Anyway, man.
We all put the hard work in. But anyway, that was it.
You got some more you want to say or read?
No, that was it on that.
Hey, you know, with that we're gonna say all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
Double honors.
And shalom to the hopeful elect Akim, you know? Shalom,
Shalom.
Shalom.